Have you ever felt tired even though you're eating full meals every single day? You're not skipping food, you're not starving, and yet you feel low on energy, your workouts don't show results, and somehow you're hungry again an hour later. If that sounds familiar, stay with me, because today's episode might explain exactly why. Welcome to Better You. I'm Donay, and today we're talking about something that quietly affects millions of South Asians, protein deficiency, and more importantly, how we can fix it without giving up our culture, our food, or our sanity. Protein might be the single biggest missing piece behind low energy, stubborn weight, poor gym results, and constant cravings. So let's break this down clearly, simply, and realistically. Let me paint a picture that feels very familiar. A warm plate of rice, soft chapatis, seasonal vegetables, comforting bowl of dal. It looks nourishing, it feels comforting, it's cultural perfection. But here's the issue, most South Asian meals are carbohydrate heavy and protein light, especially with modern portion sizes. The problem isn't that South Asian food has no protein. The problem is protein density. You need very large portions of dal, lentils, or beans to actually meet your daily protein needs. And most people simply don't eat enough of them in one sitting. And over time, that small daily gap becomes a big problem.
People who have protein once a day consider themselves on a very good protein diet. Proteins are required not only for one meal, but they're required in all three main meals.
Here's something most people don't know. Many plant-based proteins common in South Asian diets like lentils, beans, and dals are incomplete proteins. That means they don't contain all 9 essential amino acids in the right ratios. These amino acids are crucial for muscle repair, hormone balance, immunity, hair, skin, and nail health. Now, plant proteins are healthy, they're valuable, but when eaten alone in small amounts, they may not fully support an active or stressed adult body. And if you're going to the gym, walking a lot, working long hours, or dealing with stress, your protein needs to go up, not down.
But when it comes to building muscle or growing taller, meat, fish, eggs, not just once a week, every single day. Now, I'm not saying ditch your culture. I'm saying optimize it.
You might say, but I eat meat. Here's why that still might not be enough. Even non-vegetarians aren't always in the clear. In many South Asian households, meat, fish, or eggs are eaten occasionally, served in small portions, or cooked with lots of oil and carbs. Add to that cultural fears around meat, cost concerns, or meat is unhealthy myths. Suddenly, even mixed diets fall short. So whether vegetarian or non-vegetarian, protein gaps are extremely common.
Body needs. An average adult requires about 1 gram per kg body weight of protein as recommended by the ICMR, which is the Indian Council of Medical Research.
What happens when protein is too low? Think of protein as your body's repair crew. Every time you move, exercise, think, digest, heal, protein is working behind the scenes. When you don't get enough, the body starts cutting corners. Early signs often include feeling sore for days after workouts, constant fatigue, even after sleeping, hair thinning or brittle nails, getting sick more often, low mood or brain fog, and here's a big one, blood sugar crashes. Meals low in protein digest quickly. You spike, you crash, you crave sweets, chai, biscuits, and snacks. This is why so many people say, I eat all the time, but I'm always hungry. Now this one is non-negotiable. If you're training, listen carefully. Without enough protein, you burn calories, but you don't build muscle. You don't tone, you don't recover. Workouts become exhausting instead of transformative, because protein is what turns effort into results. Let's clear a few things up. Dal is nutritious, but on its own, it's rarely sufficient for adults. Nope, protein powders are just concentrated food milk, peas, rice that are made convenient. They give energy, protein gives structure. For healthy individuals, adequate protein is safe and essential. Fear, misinformation, and habit keep many people stuck. What do Bollywood's fittest stars do differently? When you look at Bollywood's fittest stars, one thing becomes clear. Their bodies are built in the kitchen as much as in the gym. Celebrities like Hrithik, Roshan, Deepika Padukone, and Shahid Kapoor prioritize protein at every single meal. Hrithik has spoken about using paneer, eggs, mixed dals to support muscle without excessive meat. Deepika focuses on balanced meals, dairy, lentils, clean protein sources. What sets them apart isn't extreme dieting, it's consistency. They spread protein throughout the day, focus on quality, and fuel recovery properly.
In general, she loves tasty food, but it's always balanced. It's not that she does not eat, she eats beautifully.
Here's the good news. You do not need a full diet overhaul. Small intentional upgrades make a massive difference. You can combine plant proteins such as dal and rice, or you could use dairy wisely, such as paneer, yogurt, milk. These are powerful, accessible protein sources. And if you eat eggs or meat, eggs are one of the most affordable, complete proteins. Chicken and fish are excellent lean options as well. You can also snack smarter. Roasted chana, peanuts, seeds, and yogurt-based snacks. These stabilize energy and they reduce cravings. Whey or plant-based protein powders really help when food alone isn't enough, especially for busy or training individuals. Aim for at least 30 grams of protein per main meal, adjusted for your body size and your activity level. Food is emotional, cultural, and personal. The goal isn't to abandon tradition, it's to strengthen it.
Having proper diet where I divide it into lunch, dinner, snacks, and dry fruits, protein.
Did you know that even digestion matters? Hydration, fiber, chewing well, and spacing meals help your body actually use the protein you eat.
Sprouts. Because it's partially digested, therefore it's easier for people to eat larger amounts. They could even make it into a homemade protein powder.
So what's the takeaway? Protein deficiency in South Asians isn't just about food. It's about habits, myths, lifestyle, and modern stress. When we understand how protein supports energy, strength, and longevity, we take control without extremes. So start small, stay consistent, and let tradition and science work together. Thank you for joining me on Better You. Remember, well-being is built one choice at a time. If this episode helped you or made you think differently about your plate, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and tell us how you think you're getting enough protein in the comments below. Stay strong and stay healthy. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.